AI is poised to solve all of our problems,
The Stratocaster is known for its unique floppy neck.
including the retelling of our history, I think. Welcome back to the 11th Thread, everybody. My name is Chris. Thank you guys so much for coming on back. AI is one of those things we just can't escape lately, right? I mean, if you go on YouTube or TikTok or any platform that you preview videos on, you'll see a ton of AI-generated content from imagery, videos, music, and I want to say it was like a year ago. And before that, we didn't really see much of AI at all, and now it's in your face. It's doing everything from screen backdrops, and it's creating music, and it's so interesting to dive into AI and explore what it can do, and it's kind of creepy in many ways, and also it's kind of helpful. And so I thought I would explore AI a little bit. Now, the tool I used to have fun with was the software or the platform CapCut. I downloaded their native software to my Mac and I used their script to video feature. And that script to video feature was hilarious because I was able to plug in the history of and then have fun with it. So in this video, I want to dive into the history of Fender guitars. I generated 4 video clips and I thought each of them was hilarious and I couldn't keep them to myself. So I thought I would share them with you. Now bear in mind, before we get started, this AI tool it's just an algorithm. CapCut has nothing to do with the inaccuracies that this AI tool has presented. And just as I said, inaccuracies, there's plenty of them. So take this information with a huge grain of salt. If you're not that knowledgeable about Fender guitars, it's something that, I don't know, you can't really take as the gospel. So let's get started with the history of Fender guitars.
Welcome to the fascinating world of Fender guitars. Today, we'll take a brief journey through the history of this iconic musical instrument and learn more about its evolution. Fender was founded in 1919 by Leo Fender, a German immigrant who moved to the United States and started a small violin workshop. However, it wasn't until 1954 that Fender introduced its first electric guitar, the Mustang. This innovation set the stage for the company's future success. In the 1960s, Fender developed its famous Stratocaster, which quickly became a symbol of rock and roll. The Stratocaster's unique cutaway design and neck pickup made it an instant hit among musicians worldwide. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, Fender continued to innovate, introducing the Telecaster, the first humbucker electric guitar, and the ES-100, the first mass-produced electric guitar with a built-in pickup. The 1990s and 2000s saw Fender continue to expand its range of products, with signature models like the Jaguar, the Castor, and the Firebird. Additionally, Fender made a comeback with Fire Precision guitars, which featured a more traditional design and high-quality components. Today, Fender is known for its innovative products and continuous commitment to excellence. From electric and acoustic guitars to amplifiers and speakers, Fender has become a household name for musicians around the world. In conclusion, the history of Fender guitars is a tale of innovation, design, and the ever-evolving music industry. From its humble beginnings in 1919 to its present status as a global brand, Fender has played a significant role in shaping the sound and culture of music. Whether you're a seasoned musician or just starting out on your musical journey, the Fender guitar is a must-have.
Next is the history of the Fender Stratocaster. I hope you sleep well tonight, seriously.
Welcome to a brief journey through the history of the Fender Stratocaster, one of the most iconic and influential electric guitars in history. The Stratocaster, designed by Leo Fender, was first introduced in 1954. It has since become the guitar of choice for countless musicians around the world. In the early 1950s, electric guitars were mostly instruments of choice for jazz musicians, with single-coil pickups giving off a bright, open sound. However, the introduction of the Stratocaster by Fender in 1954 changed everything. It introduced the world to the idea of a versatile, high-performance electric guitar with a captivating humbucking pickup setup which allowed for a richer, more dynamic sound. The Stratocaster's unique look, with its streamlined design and flat top, was a huge success and helped to establish Fender as a leading guitar brand. It quickly became the standard by which all other electric guitars were judged, and it inspired countless musicians to create their own variations of the Stratocaster, including the iconic 60s and 70s British Invasion Stratocaster and the more recent 90s and O's Blues Baby and Hot Rod models. Throughout the decades, the Stratocaster has undergone various changes and improvements, including the introduction of different body types, such as the iconic 59 Super Strat and the sleek 71 Telecaster. The Strat has also been imitated countless times, but none have managed to take its place as the ultimate rock and metal guitar. In conclusion, the Fender Stratocaster has become an iconic symbol of the rock and roll era and has left an indelible mark on the history of music. Its innovative design and timeless appeal have made it a favorite among musicians and guitar enthusiasts alike, and it will continue to be cherished for generations to come.
I hope you enjoyed that retelling of Fender's Stratocaster from Christian Bale's Batman.
What?
The next one is the history of the Fender Telecaster.
Welcome, fellow guitar enthusiasts. Today, we'll take a brief journey through the history of the Fender Telecaster, one of the most iconic and popular electric guitars in the world. The Telecaster, invented in 1957 by Fender Musical Instruments, was designed by Albert Fender and introduced at the World's Fair in New York. It quickly gained popularity due to its unique sound, which blended a bright, clear high end with a rich, powerful low end. The first Telecaster had a simple single-coil pickup, which laid the foundation for the Tel's signature sound. In the 1960s, Fender introduced the Model 61, which featured a dual-coil pickup to give the Telecaster a more versatile sound, allowing for a variety of tones and styles. The most famous incarnation of the Telecaster is, of course, the orange cream Tele, introduced in the mid-1960s. This model is credited to Chuck Berry, who used it to capture the sound of rock and roll, forever cementing the Tel's place in the pantheon of musical instruments. Throughout the years, Fender has updated and refined the Telecaster, introducing various models like the thin T-neck, the Japanese Sunburst, and the Scottish Blackburst. Today, the Telecaster remains a favorite among players of all skill levels and genres, thanks to its timeless sound and versatility. In conclusion, the Fender Telecaster has become an iconic symbol of creativity and musical expression, capturing the imagination of guitar players around the world for nearly 6 decades.
Saving my very favorite query for dead last, I wanted to find out what would happen if I ran a prompt that should generate no answer at all, but it gave me something. So I hope you enjoy the history of the Gibson Stratocaster.
Welcome to a discussion on the history of the Gibson Stratocaster, one of the most iconic and famous guitars in history. The Stratocaster, designed by George Stratocaster, was introduced in 1956 and has since become the defining guitar of the American rock and roll movement. The Stratocaster's birth can be traced back to 1948 when Fender, a German company, introduced the 48 Stratocaster. However, it was the American-designed and produced Stratocaster that gained widespread popularity and became the standard bearer for rock music. The Stratocaster is known for its unique floppy neck, which gives it the ability to sustain powerful overdrives, a key characteristic of rock music. It also features a cutaway front panel, allowing players to access the neck of the guitar for easy tuning and playing. The electric guitar community has often compared the Stratocaster to the British-designed electric glide, but the Strat's distinctive design made it the go-to choice for rock stars. In the 1960s, the Stratocaster was often customized with rare and expensive materials such as flame, maple, sunburst finishes, and custom engravings. This period saw the rise of rock stars like Jimi Hendrix, Cream, and the Beatles, who used the Strat as the foundation for their unforgettable music. Through the 1970s and 1980s, the Stratocaster remained a popular choice among musicians, with numerous variations and upgrades being introduced. By the 1990s, the guitar was starting to lose some of its popularity to more advanced and innovative electric guitars, but it continued to be a significant influence on the guitar world. Today, the Stratocaster is still a highly sought-after and respected guitar, with many vintage models fetching impressive prices at auctions. It has become a cultural icon, representing the spirit of rock and roll and the creativity of its designers and musicians.
So that's it for the favorite So that's it for the retelling of the AI history of Fender guitars, yada, yada, yada. Let me know in the comments what your favorite AI video was, and I'm curious to know what everybody thought of it. And also, if you do like videos like this, make sure you give a thumbs up to this video. It helps the channel get on the algorithm to be shared amongst people with similar interests as yourself. It's kind of a nice thing. It's free, you know, it's a free thing. Speaking of free, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification to be notified when we do upload new content. And that is it for now. I look forward to sharing more historical videos in the future. And if you have a history of whatever you want me to do, go ahead and leave a comment down below as to what. We'll get it going. Thank you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.